Welcome, everybody, and welcome to Athlete in 519. And this week, we have a special guest. He's all the way from England, came here by plane. Well, I guess you didn't come by boat. You could come by boat, but anyways, I'm glad to get a hold of him. He's well known in the area, Dave Anthony, and so thanks for coming on board. I really appreciate it. So before we get started, remember, $50 gift card to Naughty V's. Thank you, Tim Campbell and Century 21 for everything in real estate. Give Tim Campbell a call at 519-259-9999. He will take care of you. And if you ever use him, tell him you watched it on the 519. Also, Tim is that generous. He's giving away 3 spit tickets to this week's games. Spit tickets. It's three tickets to Spit's game. They are playing Sarnia this week, so all you got to do is like, comment on here, and you're entered to win. So let's get started. And I have been looking forward to this because, you know, I hear a lot about you. And I used to go watch the games all the time. And Dave Anthony is always, it's always talked about and what you've done and so on. So I'm just curious. I always start the show as, you know, growing up in the 519. Mm-hmm. So just tell me a little bit. You grew up in, I believe,
St. Clair Beach.
St. Clair Beach. And so go on, just kind of tell a little bit about growing up.
Well, I started my hockey. My dad and some of the dads in St. Clair Beach got the actual ice rink built. Not the main ice rink that used to be St. Clair Beach 1 and 2, but the old outdoor one. So we used to play there. I think I was 4 years old. I had a picture and I couldn't find it.
I don't remember the outdoor one.
Yeah. And it had the big hill behind and right by the old St. Gregory School.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's knocked down. That's not
hill.
there. Well, it's basketball courts. That used to be an ice rink. Had boards on it. And what we had to do was flood it with water, and then it would fill up. But then come like February when it started to get a bit cooler, half the rink would be all right to play on, and the other, you were skating on stone. But that's how I got started. And then we used to go, when St. Clair Beach opened up, I used to get in trouble all the time with my dad because me and Paul Rawlings, we'd all take off and we'd go work the night shift with a couple of the guys from the ice rink. Of course, we got to get free ice.
So now this is when this old St. Clair Beach arena.
Yeah, the old St. Clair Beach. Yeah,
with the fences around.
Yeah, fences around.
And rumor has it, or legend has it, is that you played with quite a few good hockey players out of this area.
Yes, there's loads of good players. Jamie Crapper, Mark McGuire.
Yep.
The Chevaliers, Lenny Chittle, Donnie Chittle, Bobby Chittle, and they all did well. They all went places, and the best one probably is Brian Hills.
Oh yeah,
just from Riverside. Yeah, went to Bowling Green, and he's still coaching. I ran into Brian, I think, 5 years ago at the Hall of Fame that they had in Essex.
Oh, nice.
That I was awarded into, which was nice.
And it's funny, it's because some of the people you played with at St. Clair Beach, and as a matter of fact, Tim Kerr, he is one of the players that, you know, was your age.
We played together and against each other. We had 1 year together, and the rest of the time, it was always St. Clair Beach against the Tecumseh, big rivalry, both the same age and everything. And I ran into Tim. He had gone to Kingston and then made the Flyers, and another friend of ours, Gilbert Wills, me and him, he was really good friends with Tim. We went to Philadelphia there, and Tim showed me all around Philly. It was great. Wow. Absolutely fantastic.
And your story is great. And you'll see why when we start talking about you playing in 73s and going overseas and that. But it's great what hockey brings you. Like you say, you got invited to go down to Philadelphia. And, you know, you look at the town, and then they show you all the history inside the arena and so on.
Oh, best day of my life was when Tim took us to the rink and that, because I'd been to like the old Olympia. That's how I really got excited, because I had 2 cousins that played in the NHL. Not really famous guys, but they played with Gary Unger and they played with Bobby Orr.
And this is
how I really was. That was it.
Who were the cousins?
5 years old.
Who were the cousins?
Kevin and Danny O'Shea.
The O'Sheas, yeah.
Yep. And we used to go every summer. We'd go and stay with their mom and dad on the lake. That was our holiday. And a couple times Kev would take me down to Danny. Him and Danny would help Bobby Orr at his hockey school. So I got invited and I did a week down there, and that sort of really pushed me on to want to play. I wanted to play in the NHL,
So-
like every little kid.
Oh yeah, and that's interesting.
know.
Did you play other sports at all, or just like
Yeah.
every other kid?
Yeah, I played lacrosse.
Oh, yeah.
From about 10 years old. I played with the Martinello brothers, Tony Gardonio.
It's a lot of history.
the
Tony
Duchamp.
Cardonio.
Yeah, we all went out for the Warlocks.
Play hockey with him on Fridays.
Yeah, and he still looks the same.
Yeah, he does.
Still looks the same. And the guy is fabulous, Tony. He's unbelievable.
Now, so when did you realize, say, hey, I'm pretty good at this game, or were you? So, I mean, this brings us to the next step in your hockey career, I guess. But you're going over to 73s. Like, did they invite you? Were you ready for it? Did you just go out?
I wasn't ready for it. It was happened to be my best neighbor behind where my parents lived was Brad Dunbar.
Yes.
And
Archie Dunbar.
Archie Dunbar's next older brother. And he just said to me, Pick, come on out, 73s. Just come and have a laugh and see what's going on. So I laughed. That's what I did. And I was messing about.
I got to understand, why are they calling you Pick?
Wow. It was Brad who got the nickname because when I was up to about 17, I didn't weigh like 100 pounds.
Oh,
I was dead. Yeah, I was
you're a
dead
toothpick.
skinny. So Toothpick. That's it. That was my nickname.
Okay. All right. So go back. So Brad says, hey, come on out.
So Brad says, come on out, try out.
So you must have had some skill, though.
Yeah, I did. Not being big-headed or anything, but I did. And I could play net as well because my dad used to be semi-professional goalie in Oshawa. So I used to play all-stars as I was growing up, but house league and net because they never ever had any goalies. So I get down there, and the year before in midget, we had a really good team, and I was leading scorer, and it was sort of like me transitioning from being a scorer to being. I went on the ice with the 73s, and you had Don Chittle, you had Crapper, Brian Hills. I thought, I'm never going to make this. So I started messing about and playing defense. And Mike Sadler.
You were forward and you actually said,
Yeah.
I'll give defense a try.
Yep. And Mike Sadler come to Brad Dunbar one practice and he said, listen, tell that Anthony, he's got a chance of making it, but stop messing about. So it sort of clicked in that
Hey.
play how good I was, I knew I was, and just do that. So I started blocking shots and I was always good at hip checks.
Oh, yeah.
So that was it. I was just
At 100
pounding
pounds.
guys. Yeah. I was just pounding guys. And then, of course, I started off as 7th or 8th defenseman. And then a couple of the defensemen were playing for St. Clair College. And they went. So as the year went on, Perp got a lot more,
Which is
lenient
funny.
with
He's the
me.
coach now.
Yeah. And a bit more lenient. And he'd give me more ice time. And then I ended up being 4th defenseman, me and Brad. And then we had the Rion brothers, so I started getting loads of ice time. But Perp still didn't have enough confidence in me until the very last game in Bowmanville, and he put me on the power play. And that sort of made my career, really, because the next year I kicked on, and the next year I kicked on, and then the last year I broke the record with all them points. So
Wait,
I started.
what do you mean kicked on?
Got better.
Oh, okay.
Had a lot more, English term.
Kicked on. I'm like, kicked on.
Had a lot more confidence in myself.
Oh, yeah.
I had the confidence, but it was, as soon as Perp put me on the power play, that was it.
It changed.
Yeah. I came home and I said to Dad, I got the confidence now. He's got confidence in me. But then we lost a lot of players and I went out to the Windsor Royals
Oh, yeah.
and I made the 6th defenseman that year. But the problem was, as my dad, being my dad, you've got to get your schooling done. So I started tool and die, didn't I? And I had to go to St. Clair College.
Okay.
So I couldn't, the games were on the same day. So I went back to the Essex. And that's how I ended up playing.
And you
more
had a
years.
hell of a career there. And,
Yeah.
and I know you went the other night and everybody recognizes
Yeah.
you, which is a great feeling because
It is.
you've been gone for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And so you led I think one year you scored like 67 goals, 134
Yeah.
points, like for 200 and something points.
Yeah.
And it still holds to this day.
I don't think anybody will break it or come close because the game is different nowadays.
Yeah, I get it.
You know,
People
and
don't stay 4 or 5 years or whatever. So you're at 4 years.
Yeah.
and but they don't stay now
No,
as long.
no, they move on because they're all trying to better themselves and get into the NHL. Really.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like I was, but I knew by the time I come to 19 that I wasn't going to go anywhere.
Well, and you're scoring that many goals and you're
Yeah.
not even getting a sniff.
No.
And
Nobody-
back then,
Nobody.
your size would be looked at now than before.
Yes.
Back
5'9",
then.
160 pounds, soaking wet. Who's going to look? And I was quick, decisively quick, but not like these guys nowadays.
Oh yeah.
The ones my size, holy cow!
and the moves they make.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Yeah.
It's
Unbelievable.
Like, wow, it's unbelievable. So I mean, you are still sticking with hockey. You're still interested. When you come home, it must be fun to watch the old guys
Yeah,
play.
I go-
or young guys play.
Yeah, I go as many times as I can. Essex, LaSalle, Spitfires.
Yeah, you
I
go on
just
this
enjoy it.
Thursday's
Yeah.
Spits.
Yeah. And tonight I'm going to, or Wednesday night I'm going to LaSalle.
Yeah, tonight. The Viper game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's off. Yeah, he's jet lagged still.
Yeah.
But so it's interesting though. So you had a great career there.
Yeah.
Now, before we get started, let's just go to Tim Campbell and Century 21. Make sure you guys like and come on here. You're in to win. Naughty V's $50 gift card. Thank you, Tim Campbell and Century 21, 519-259-9999. Tim will take care of you. Give him a call. He's a great man. And you know why he's a great man? Because he's thrown in 3 Spit tickets. That's right. The Sting is coming to town this Thursday. So make sure you guys like on here and comment. You're entered to win. All right. So back to my interesting guest, Dave Anthony. I'm glad. So you're playing for the 73s. You're 20 years old in your last year, I guess. Yeah. And so how's this going to Europe come about?
Well, it didn't really come about when I was 20. It was a couple years later, and I had ran into Jamie Crapper, and he was just finishing Ohio State.
Okay.
And he said, "Pick, what are you doing?" I said, "Oh, you know, this and that. I've almost finished my schooling." And he was just saying, "I thought you wanted to play, go abroad and play hockey." I said, "Craps, I don't know anybody." He said, "Dunk McGregor's coming in later."
Duncan McGregor.
Yeah, he signed for a new team, Blackpool Seagulls, and they're looking for somebody. So I said, "All right." So I knew Duncan from playing men's league. So Dunk gave me his mom and dad's phone number at the time, and he just gave me the guy's number in Blackpool. I called him, and my dad, back then, it was filofax machines, no emails anymore. And so my dad just got his secretary to do me what my resume was, because I won a couple scoring championships in the men's league too as well.
Okay.
And then the guy just phoned me up, said, "Come over to Blackpool." So I came.
You got on the boat and away you went. Now, was it a big trial? Did you know you were going to make the team?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
because what they do is most teams are only pick 3 imports, because don't forget you got the expense of flying people over, putting them up, and then if you don't think they're no good, you still got to pay for them to go
Get
home
back.
and then replace that person.
Yeah, yeah.
And Blackpool was a small little town, and they didn't have a lot of money, so he knew by my resume.
Yeah, that's what
I
I said.
should be
Like
good.
your stats don't lie.
No.
And did you gain some weight by now?
Yeah. Yeah, I went up to about 190.
Yeah.
So I was still good,
But more a man size now.
Yes,
Like,
yeah. But still not afraid to block shots.
yeah.
As my face shows it. But yeah, I got there the first year though, but it was a bit of a culture shock, because if anybody that played in St. Clair Beach Rink, they know how small it was. Well, this was even smaller.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wish I could have brought a picture, but I forgot him. And
Well, I nabbed you out of that. I'm like, he's here. I got to get him on my show. So it's. I know it's last minute, but and playing there. How about being homesick?
First year, yes.
Yeah.
And I've been there 41 years now. And after
41?
after that first year, I never wanted to come. Not that I didn't want to come home.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
now home's a vacation spot.
Home's a vacation spot, yeah.
Now, did you meet a girl? Did that convince you to stay?
No. Not really. I met somebody, but we never stayed really together that long. And I just enjoyed my hockey. And also, I was getting paid to play hockey, which is all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
All my life was just get paid to play hockey, and I was getting paid to play hockey.
Now, how long did you play professional for?
Almost 10 years.
Wow.
But I missed 2 years. I got in a bad car accident over there. I got hit from behind. And it really, it screwed me back up. So I was coming home for 2 or 3 months to see a chiropractor that I knew over here.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really know anybody good enough over there. And then at the same time, I was coaching American football. So I was making money coaching American football.
Really?
So the ice hockey sort of, because I didn't need to play,
Yeah.
it gave me time to recuperate in that. So I did that, making money, and also went to school and got my electrical papers. So I'm a fully qualified electrician.
So is that what you did in the off season then?
Yep, off season I did that.
Or did you have to work while you played hockey?
No. It's just I got bored sitting around.
Yeah.
So once I finished my football, I had nothing to do. So there was 3 brothers that played on ice hockey team, and they just let me come and work for them, and then they showed me the way to get my electrical papers. So
Oh,
it was
fantastic. Good. So and so now you what's up for you now? Like what do you so hockey was done, but I mean it's such a good story because a lot of kids play hockey here and they go overseas, and it sounds like the experience was just fantastic. I mean you never came home.
No.
And it's been 40 years. You can tell a little bit of your accent and that, but ticked on. That's a good one. But no, but it's such a good thing that kids that are watching today can see that, you know what, playing overseas, I mean, you played 10 years.
Yeah. Well, I probably could have played longer if I would have looked out, I hadn't had the car accident.
Yeah.
But it really did take a lot out of me. But I tell you, if you're a kid now, there are so many opportunities abroad. And it just shows by myself. I wasn't a Tim Kerr, 6'3", solid. I was only 5'9".
Yeah.
But you couldn't beat me to the puck. If you got that determination to go in life, you'll do something.
If you want to play hockey, there's a door somewhere.
Yeah, there's doors everywhere. You just need to go online.
And
nowadays,
like you were a hell of a goal scorer, and you didn't get a sniff, and it could have been to size or whatever, and just no one noticed you at the time. But also going overseas and playing even more as you grow up and get heavier. I mean, there's still a chance that you can get noticed. Yeah. I mean, obviously you didn't get noticed, but there's always that chance of still getting noticed. But you made a good living.
Yeah.
And
I went over when I was 25, Greg. So, don't give up at 21.
Yeah.
I was 24 when I went over. So there's loads of opportunities. You just got to use the internet and keep getting your name out there.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
We didn't have internet then.
Yeah.
I just had a good resume and kept pushing it and finally got one.
And which is great. And to really tell the tale, hockey, you make friends in hockey, and they actually, if it wasn't for Duncan McGregor, say, you would have never got that opportunity unless you were asking around. But you really weren't asking around. Your buddy just goes to you and goes, "Hey, why don't you come to England?"
And that's the whole thing. You just gotta keep in touch.
Hockey is connections.
Yeah.
Yes,
it always is.
And I find a lot of hockey players do. They stick with their teammates. They're your lifelong friends. Yeah. I mean, it is about growing up and friends you make growing up and that. But it's just a fantastic story, and it's enlightening for people to know, to understand, what you go through. And here's a young kid goes over to England, and 40 years later, you're back in town. I mean, you come back once a year or whatever, but it's pretty cool that you made a living playing hockey.
I did.
And you're not playing
living.
pro.
No, I made a great living.
And which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, which is fantastic. But I, on a curious note, how did you end up coaching football?
American football was.
Oh wait, so it was American football there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you got that straight.
Not soccer.
Yeah.
Not soccer. American football, as in one of the pictures, my mate George Powell, he was going down every week, and they were getting beat every game. And the problem was, again, just nobody there that knew what they were doing.
The knowledge of the game.
Yeah. And, I've been brought up with American football more than Canadian football. And that's all I did.
That's
all I did. I got Notre Dame's playbook is what I got. And you could buy them at the library in Windsor.
And you said,
when I was home,
we're
I
going
got
to be
it.
champs.
Yep. And all I did was made it simple.
Yeah, yeah.
So offensively, they would understand what I was saying when I called the play, and same with defense. And they went from 0-13. We won all 4 preseason games. We won the league, and then we stepped up into the semifinals against the big boys, and we lost by a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
So that sort of now converted it to where they wanted to stay in the big league, and I didn't, because I didn't think we had enough players.
Yeah.
So I left, and they carried on.
Oh, that's it. I mean, you're a hockey player in the off season.
Yeah.
And you're a
Well, I loved
coach
American football.
Yeah.
Because
this area is Americanized for football. That's for sure.
yeah, and I love playing it because I was so used to hitting people. It was a perfect sport for me. Get to hit somebody.
So what's up now? So obviously you're nearing retirement, and so, or are you retired?
No, well, semi-retired. I just work when I want to work, sort of. I work through agencies.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
You're an electrician, so side jobs though.
yeah, side jobs. But I still help out with the kids sometimes when I get the chance. More roller hockey.
Really?
Yes, because in about 98, 2000, when my ice hockey finished, there was a guy who was running the Great Britain team, and he knew of me, and he come to me because I was helping another guy with the kids, and I just went out I didn't think I'd make it because it's a completely different type of skating.
Yeah.
And I made it. We went to been to Bratislava and played in the World Championship.
You know what? That's another thing I should have touched on, the traveling that you've done because of hockey.
Yeah. Got me everywhere. Bratislava, I've been to Spain, I've been to Prague, been to Portugal, and the last one was, I think Prague was the last one, and that was over 45s.
Wow.
So I've gone all paid for. And then the other thing with ice hockey come roller hockey, we got involved with a company, YMCA. I don't know if they do it over here, but it's more for kids.
Oh yeah, they have them over.
We took kids to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong paid for it all.
Holy wow.
And you'd be there, and it's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, that's interesting. But that's another thing you touch on is what it opens up, especially when you go overseas.
Yes.
There's so many new places to go see.
Yep.
And the world is just amazing once you travel.
Fantastic.
So
absolutely fantastic.
So back to now. So you kind of semi-retired and so on. Is there plans to come back home?
Not really. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm in open mind really, but right now I love England.
Yeah.
I've been there 41 years, and my mates keep wanting me to come back, but I keep saying to them, I'm halfway around the world.
Yeah.
For traveling.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Well, just to interrupt you there, you try to get from here just to Spain, and it's like almost $2,000.
Oh, it's actually almost 4.
Almost 4?
Yeah.
It cost me
Portugal, I think, is like $4,000.
Cost me at the most $400.
And there you go. So there's hockey for you right there. Join a team, get overseas and play hockey.
I would.
Play any sport.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up, Greg. That's the main thing. Don't give up. Keep getting your name out there. You'll get somewhere. Okay, make sure you guys come on here, and you're entered to win $50 Naughty V's gift card. Thank you, Tim Campbell and Century 21. You are the man, Tim. 519-259-9999. Century 21, Tim Campbell. Don't forget that name, because that guy's donating again. We got 3 tickets to the Spitz game Thursday night. So make sure you guys come on here, and you're entered to win. All right, I appreciate you coming on, David. Very interesting. Hey,
and I actually talked to him a couple days before, and his stories are fantastic.
I love it.
And it's cool that you come down, and it's cool that you came on the show.
Thank you.
You're well known in the 73s community, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I felt like I must have known you growing up in this area also. I always remember St. Clair Tecumseh.
Yeah.
I was a forced play guy, but I
Right.
ended up playing Shoreline when I was 15. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you guys next week. Have a great day. Peace. Oh, that's awesome, man. You did great.
Thank you.
That's good.